Gastlecast. I'm Chris.
I'm Heather.
On this episode, we're going to talk about those mythical creatures that Funko has been dropping. They started with Bigfoot, now they're making more creatures. We're going to show you some of the new creatures they've released and also talk about some creatures we would love to see in the future. But before we get started, remember to hit that subscribe button and that little bell. That way you'll know anytime we go live or post new content like this. So Funko recently dropped 2 new mythical creatures. Now, we've been getting Bigfoots out the wazoo, but now we have a Loch Ness monster and this Chupacabra. And I think both of those creatures are really cool. I want to kind of give an in-depth look at what these guys look like for those who didn't pick them up and go over a list that we've made of creatures we would love to see in the future. One creature I'm surprised they haven't done is a unicorn.
Well, see, I have mixed feelings about this. Because there are a lot of creatures that they have in, like, fandom forms.
Yes.
Like, they have the Disney unicorn.
Right.
They have the Game of Thrones dragons.
Right.
They have a werewolf from the Harry Potter series.
Right.
I would like to see the actual, like, what they would do for a mythical creature in those sort of forms. But I would rather see ones they haven't done yet first. I do think that they would be really cool and different, almost like still cutesy because this Chupacabra and Loch Ness monster are still cute.
Yes.
But I feel like they would be just a little bit more like realistic instead of cartoony.
Yeah.
If that makes sense?
Well, we'll get to the realistic part of it here in a second.
Okay.
I do want to start talking about the Chupacabra though. I think this is a really cool looking one, and he didn't seem to be quite as popular as Loch Ness or Bigfoot. And I think that's just because he looks like a weird old dog.
He reminds me a lot of the hyenas from the new Lion King.
He looks exactly like that. I love the ear has a piece missing. I love the snake-like tail. It has like spikes on it and stuff.
I love his like scales that he has.
Yes, he does have these really cool scales all over.
And they're metallic.
They are metallic. Yeah, he is. He's pretty wild up close. Now, you did touch upon something, and that's the cartoony versus the realistic look. Now, Funko does a really good job at taking something that is cartoony and giving it a realism to it, and also the cartoon side, so it's like kind of a mix in between, because that's, realistically, that's what a Funko Pop is. I think they went straight up, like you said, hyena from Lion King Disney mode on this character here. Could they made him a little bit more creepy and a little bit more scary, maybe? Probably, and I think that would have been cool. However, Bigfoot already is like kind of just a cutesy Bigfoot. Yeah. So it's going along with that same line.
Absolutely.
If you did not get your hands on this guy and you like the mythic creatures, highly recommend him. I like him. I love the mohawk hair on top. I think he's just really cool looking.
He is very neat.
He looks like a punk rocker or something. A couple other ones that I do want to see. I did write the word dragon. We did get a lot of dragons, so I'm going to go with you on that. We've gotten too many dragons. We've gotten a bunch of mermaids. Because like Little Mermaid.
In different forms. A real mermaid would be cool to see. And they would definitely, oh my gosh, they would shoot out blonde mermaids, brunette mermaids, redheaded mermaids, mermaids with like rainbow hair.
Different skin colors.
Yeah, it would be crazy.
Fairy is another one, and Fairy, of course, we already have, what, Tinkerbell and characters like that. Werewolf is one that I mentioned. I really like werewolves, but we sort of already have one, Lupin from Harry Potter.
That would be a very interesting one because they could go cutesy but with like the more creepy with like a red eye or just I don't know, something different.
Yeah, I think that would be kind of cool. Griffin, that's something we do not have.
No,
and I think a griffin would be a really cool one. That's the bird front part and the back part is a lion.
Yes.
Centaur.
That would be really cool.
That is a cool one.
That was in Harry Potter.
It was. So that's
not in Funko Pop form.
A horse body and human torso and horse-like body with the legs. Let's talk about this guy. So this is the Loch Ness monster.
AKA Nessie.
Nessie, yes. He looks too much to me like a Flintstones creature dinosaur.
It looks like Dino, but with more seaweed in his mouth than Dino would have.
Yes.
And ears.
Yeah.
Weird fish ears.
He has that. I think that adds something.
No, it definitely does.
Just his face looks too much like a Dino or Flintstone character.
Yeah.
I think that's my biggest issue with this one. Although I like it.
With it.
I think he's cool.
He's really cool.
No special effects to this. Now, with this one, I would really expect some sort of glow in the dark, and maybe we'll get that in the future.
Why?
Because I think it would be cool if he was glow.
But why?
This guy got the scaly kind of look to him, which is really neat. These guys have like glow in the darks, and they're like flocked and all that jazz.
This is glow in the dark because it's on fire.
I understand.
Why would the Loch Ness monster glow?
Because that is just a feature. I thought they add like a little something to all of them.
Scales are metallic.
I just happen to think that he would get that. That's all I'm saying.
Why would he get glow?
Why am I fighting this?
Because it's stupid to glow something that's not.
I think that would have been super cool if it was glowing in the dark. That's my opinion. But it's okay that it doesn't glow in the dark.
I'm not saying it wouldn't be cool. I'm just saying, why would they make it glow? It's not a creature that lights up in the dark. You're just mad because you're wrong. Anyway, back to what's going on.
He is too much like a Flintstones character. I would have loved to see a little bit more of the dragon feature in his face.
I'm going to let you know that even if it glowed, it wouldn't make it more dragon-like or less Flintstones.
No, I just think the glow would have been cool.
You would have said, oh, well, it's just a glowing
Bigfoot right
dino.
off the bat got flocked. Okay?
Okay.
This guy could have gotten glow in the dark, and this guy sort of has a sparkly look to him.
But why?
Because it would have been cool. He's green as a dinosaur.
Have you ever seen a fish and its scales? They're metallic.
Oh my god.
This has scales. Fish scales are metallic.
I take it back. I take it back.
Oh,
I give in.
goodness.
I'm done. I can't do this anymore with the glow in the dark. Let's go down the rest of our list before I die. One that I really want to see, that I don't know if we'll ever get, because we sort of already have one, is a Leprechaun.
I think we should. And I think there should be them in the horror line, and I think that there should be them in the Mythical Creatures line.
The Mythical Creatures one could be really fun. He could be holding a pot of gold and like kicking his leg out like he's dancing. I think that would be super cool. And he comes with like a little stand, and it looks like he's has one little miniature leg off to the side. That would be super sick. I would totally buy that all day long. And then you could make him glow in the dark.
Why?
Chimera, which is like a dragon, like fire-breathing creature.
They're weird.
The Chimera would be cool. Pegasus, but I think we already have Pegasus, and that's from Hercules.
But that's not Mythical Creature.
It's
that's
not.
Hercules
It's
Pegasus.
not. But it's too close, and I think that they would look too much alike. Especially knowing these two here.
Colors.
These two here happen to adopt things that we've seen before. I'm afraid that the Pegasus would do that as well. Imp, which is like a little demon thing.
It's a demon fairy.
Yes, I think that would be neat.
I would love to see an imp.
Manticore, which is a lion body and a tail from a scorpion. That would be really neat. That's one creature I would love to see in pop form. Gnome, like a garden gnome.
Oh my gosh, we could create an army of them, like the Goosebumps.
Yeah, I would. That's so funny you're saying that. I thought the same thing.
Really?
You could have a whole bunch of them.
Yeah.
My number one, however, is a troll. Now, hear me out. Now, the troll is like the troll from Norway, like the Norwegian like folk tales. There was a Norway ride that was in Disney Epcot Center. It has now been removed, and it's been replaced with Frozen. The trolls in that ride were always so cool. They had these big, gigantic noses. They were like some parts of them had some hair on them. A couple of them had like bunch of eyes and different things, like big teeth, like buck teeth and stuff. I think that would be a really cool creature for them to make, and kind of lanky and tall and weird looking, but in a cartoony sort of way.
Yeah,
I believe that to be my number one choice off of the list that I made. I thought it was really cool when they started making these. Did not expect a line to come out of it, although I should never say that because it is Funko after all. They make a line out of everything practically, and they do it well. I do want to say that most of the time they do it well. But yeah, my top in the future would love to see a troll. And I would also love to see a centaur. That would be really cool.
My top, I would say the imp and maybe a fairy.
Okay. Wait a minute. You said you don't want to see something that's already been made before.
So if I'm going off what has not been made and one that has been made, I would do an imp and a fairy.
Good choices. I agree. I think that would be cool too, Heather.
Yeah. A mermaid would be cool because they could do like her fin and everything metallic.
Glow in the dark. That would be awesome. I would really love to see glow in the dark mythological pops. That would be cool. Mythical. Mythological? Mythical? Mythical? Let us know what you think about the mythological creatures and more. We would love to know which one is your favorite creature that they've made so far. What one would you like to see in the future? Is there one that just stands out for you that you would love to see in pop form? Tell us all that and more in the comment section down below. Remember, as always, we hunt together, yes! We'll catch you next time!
Bye!